Listen student, this is Siva Mishra, starting class 10th, chapter 2, Polynomial. In the chapter, we will study about many terms, and the chapter carries at least 1 to 2 questions for every year exam. The first of the topic we will discuss is what is a polynomial or a degree of the polynomial. The polynomial means an equation or an equation having variable or an equation having some variable and constant, such as ax plus b is called a linear equation. 2x is called a monomial. 2x plus 3 is called a binomial. Where 2 and 3 are constant, x is a variable. So 2x plus 3 is a polynomial function or an equation or a linear equation. 2x is also a monomial, binomial. We will have few more terms such as binomial, trinomial, an equation having 2 terms is called a binomial, an equation having 3 terms is called a trinomial, and after comes polynomial or multinomial. In this we will discuss about some equation such as ax plus b is called a linear equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is called a quadratic equation. And here comes the next doubt, why the equation ax plus b is called a linear equation and the equation ax square plus bx c is called a quadratic equation. We will find it that in ax plus b, the x has no degrees or a degree with power 1. It has no power, so it has a power 1. So it is called a linear equation because it has a degree 1. And ax square plus bx plus c is a quadratic equation because it has a degree 2. Ax square plus bx plus c is a quadratic equation because it has a degree 2. Similarly, we can write px square plus qx plus r is also a quadratic equation with degree 2 because the variable has the highest power 2 in it. Variable x has the highest power 2 in it, so it is called a quadratic equation. Similarly, we can write ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0 is called a cubic polynomial or cubic equation because it has the degree 3. The variable has the degree 3. Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0 is a cubic polynomial because it has a degree 3. Similarly, we can say that an equation ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e is called a biquadratic polynomial because it has a degree 4. So it is called a biquadratic polynomial. It has degree 3, so it is called a cubic polynomial. It has a degree 2, so it is called a quadratic polynomial. Similarly, degree 2, quadratic polynomial, degree 1, linear equation. The following are some basic parts which we have to study, such as ax plus b, ax square plus b, bx, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e. The power 4 equation is used well, is not in use. We can say that ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e are used only in side books. We will study more about the power 3 and power 2 equation. Power 2 equation, we know how to factorize it. First of all, we should remember what is the degree of the polynomial. Degree of polynomial. Degree of the polynomial means highest power on the variable. Highest power on the variable. Highest power on the variable. It's called the degree of the polynomial. Whatever the highest power a polynomial has, it's called the degree of the polynomial. Now the next term we can have is the types of polynomial. Types of polynomial, we can think that some constant polynomial. Constant polynomial. Constant polynomial means an polynomial having constant value. A polynomial having constant value is called a constant polynomial, such as 2, 5, 1 lakh. These are have fixed values, so it is called a constant polynomial. Now next we can have linear polynomial. Linear polynomial, as already I have mentioned you, linear polynomial, we can say that ax plus b is called a linear polynomial. Ax plus b is called a linear polynomial because it has variable x, a and b as a constant, and the variable has the highest power 1 throughout the polynomial. Variable has the highest power 1 throughout the polynomial, so it is called a linear polynomial. We can write an example: 2x plus 3. Now next comes quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial, we can find that ax square plus bx plus c is called a quadratic polynomial. It is the general equation of a quadratic polynomial. Ax square plus bx plus c. In it, x has a variable is known as variable. A, b and c are the constant, and x has the highest power 2 in it, so it is called a quadratic polynomial. We can write an example: 5x square plus 7x plus 3 is called a quadratic polynomial. 5x square plus 7x plus 3, in it 5, 7, 3, you can see these all are constant, and x square and x is a variable, and x has the highest power 2 in it, so it is called a quadratic polynomial. Next comes the cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. What we can say, again I have already mentioned you that ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is called a cubic polynomial. Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is called a cubic polynomial, and we can say that a, b, c and d are called a constant. X cube, x square, x are the variable. X has the highest power 3 in the equation, so it is called a cubic polynomial. An example: 5x cube plus 3x square plus 2x plus 15 is a cubic polynomial because it has a variable x in it and the highest power is 3. 5, 3, 2 and 15 are the constant. Now next we can have biquadratic polynomial. biquadratic polynomial. In biquadratic polynomial, we can find that in general equation ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e is called a biquadratic polynomial. Ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e is a biquadratic polynomial. An example for it: 5x power 4 plus 6x cube plus 3x square plus 2x plus 10 is a biquadratic polynomial because the variable has the highest power 4 in it, so it is called a biquadratic polynomial. 5, 6, 3, 2, 10 are constant. And similarly, in the general equation, a, b, c, d, e are constant. X power 4, x cube, x square, x. These are the format of variable, and the variable is x. So next comes the division algorithm, but the topic will be discussed in the next lecture. So next we will study about the division algorithm in the next part.